Of all the incredible nighttime shows at Disney parks, Fantasmic is hands down my favorite. From the music to the stunning visuals, it's pure magic. But let's be real, if you want the best view, it takes planning ahead. That's where this video comes in. Today, I'm breaking down the 4 Fantasmic dining packages at Disneyland that not only guarantee you a prime viewing spot, but also include a delicious meal. Plus, I'll share some tips for those without the dining package so you can still make the most out of the experience. Fantasmic usually performs twice a night during the summer, weekends, spring break, and various holidays. Be sure to check the Disneyland entertainment calendar to confirm it will be running during your visit. The show is set on Tom Sawyer Island and the rivers of America, with viewing areas along the river. While guests visiting Disneyland can watch the show for free, the best viewing spots are reserved for guests who purchase a Fantasmic dining package earlier in the day or evening. There are 3 restaurants that offer Fantasmic dining packages: Blue Bayou, Riverbell Terrace, and Rancho Del Zocalo. Each package is unique, so we'll break down what is included, the prices, and where each restaurant's viewing location is. Let's start with the most budget-friendly option, Rancho Del Zocalo in Frontierland. Unlike the other dining packages, this is a casual restaurant, so you'll order at the counter, pay, and find your own table to enjoy your meal. The Rancho Del Zocalo Fantasmic dining package features special menu items created for the occasion, offering a 3-course meal for both lunch and dinner, with a unique Mexican-Korean fusion twist. For adults, you can choose 1 entree, and each meal is served with radish slaw, cilantro lime rice, Korean potato salad, refried beans, cortadillo, and a fountain beverage. For kids, the meal includes an entree, a Cutie's mandarin orange, cortadillo, and a choice of beverage. And of course, for each meal, you'll get a voucher to the reserved viewing area for one of that evening's Fantasmic performances. The cost? Lunch and dinner are $35 for adults ages 10 and up, and $25 for kids ages 3 to 9, tax not included. For all of the dining packages, you do need special reservations, which we'll show you how to get later on in this video. The dining package seating areas are broken into 4 groups. For Rancho Del Zocalo, the seating location is usually right here. This area gives you a great view of the show, and one of the things I really like about it is you have the Mark Twain and the sailing ship Columbia coming towards you longer. Instead of seeing the back of the ship, you're seeing the fronts of the ship for longer than you do in some of the other locations. I have seen one night where they had Rancho Del Zocalo guests in this spot over here, closer to Pirates, but most of the time it seems they're right here. Next, let's dive into the Riverbell Terrace, which offers a few different options. First, there's the Riverbell Terrace Standard Package, featuring a 3-course Southern-style meal for brunch or dinner. For both meals, you'll pick an appetizer, an entree from the regular menu, along with a dessert and beverage. Alright, we are diving into lunch, and we've already started on our appetizers, and I have the chicken pot pie soup. Very good flavor, a little salty, but delicious.
So my review is 10 out of 10. It's really good.
Alright, we're wrapping up kind of our appetizers and entrees, and to start out with, I think out of the appetizers, my favorite was the soup that I got. I had a bite of the meatballs, and those were very good, but the soup was excellent. For the main dish, I had the fried chicken sandwich, and it was very good. The coleslaw was a little spicy, but not as spicy as everything else, so I kind of ate it with a fork because it was a little messy. I also had a bite of my brother-in-law's Big Bell sandwich, and that was, the hot chicken was very spicy, so once again I had to eat those things separate, but all very good. But my sister got the Cuban sandwich.
That was super tasty. I really like the Earl of Sandwich Cuban sandwich, and so, but this was a very, very good one, and the French fries were great. I had the salad, which I loved, but I think that the soup was the winner again as I tried everybody else's.
Brother-in-law?
Okay, so for the appetizer, it's the plant-based meatballs. I thought that was good. I'd potentially get it again, but that soup was really good. So if I were to choose between the 3, appetizer, I'd probably choose the soup. And then for the entree, I had the Big Bell, and that was very big. If you're looking for a sensational sandwich, that's it. It had the mac and cheese, brisket mac and cheese on the top layer. And I would probably recommend eating them separately because it's kind of a buffalo type chicken, is very overpowering in taste. It's good, but spicy. I took a bite of the buttermilk chicken sandwich, and that was maybe my favorite.
And nephew.
I had the pancakes. It was really good. It was like with syrup, and then the bacon. That was really good.
We're just finishing up the dessert. The berries, the kind of cherry cobbler, it was good. My only comment would be I would like the granola on top to be a little bit more crunchy and crisp, but it was a good berry cobbler. We also tried the pudding. The tartness and kind of artificial raspberry flavoring of the pudding after eating the cherries, which I really liked, it threw me off. So I wasn't a fan of the pudding, but I was a fan of the cherries. Here's a look at the brunch menu for adults. And here's the brunch menu for kids. Brunch starts at 10 a.m. and dinner is available from 2 p.m. onward. Here's the dinner menu for adults. And the dinner menu for kids. Each guest who purchases this dining package will receive a voucher for access to a reserved viewing area for one of the 2 Fantasmic performances that evening. Brunch and dinner are $58 per guest ages 10 and up, and it's $32 per guest ages 3 to 9. Tax and gratuity not included. And here is the typical seating location for the Riverbell Terrace standard package. Now there is a more expensive experience with a different view. There's the Riverbell Terrace premium package. This package not only includes a 3-course dinner, but also allows you to enjoy Fantasmic from your very own table on the outdoor terrace during the first show of the night. Your dinner begins at 7:15, and you'll either choose from the regular menu or a special dining package menu featuring items like a platter with fried chicken, brisket, and pork belly burnt ends, pot roast, mashed potatoes, and of course dessert. This premium package costs $89 per adult and $45 per child ages 3 to 9, tax and gratuity not included. The big advantage? You'll be comfortably seated during the show. However, keep in mind that this view is from the terrace, which is further back, and you may be even further back depending on where your table is assigned. And there is a walkway between the seating area and the show, so it is more of a side view, and there could be some distractions between you and the show. And once again, this is only available for the first showing of the night. Finally, let's talk about the Blue Bayou. The Blue Bayou Restaurant Premium Package offers a delicious 4-course lunch or dinner, including an appetizer, bread service, entree, dessert, and a beverage. And just like the other packages, you'll receive a voucher for the reserved viewing area for one of the 2 Fantasmic shows that evening. Here's the lunch menu for adults. And here's the dinner menu for adults. And here's the lunch and dinner menu for kids. Guests also receive a special souvenir for non-alcoholic beverages. Pricing for this premium experience is $89 per guest ages 10 and up, and $35 per child ages 3 to 9. Tax and gratuity not included. Alright, they just brought out our appetizers, and I got the gumbo. And so far, I've taken a bite or two, and it's absolutely delicious. Alright, we have our entrees and we're diving in. I haven't tried my ribeye yet, but my brother-in-law just tasted it, and
Very, very, very good.
and my sister, I think she's liking this.
The filet mignon is so good. So good.
Alright, we're wrapping up our entree, which mine was extra delicious. It was the ribeye and the shrimp with it, and they were both delicious. The steak was so good. I had it medium and so good. The potatoes with it were also delicious. The broccolini, I just had a little bite but didn't blow my mind, but the steak and the shrimp were all great. And my sister had the filet mignon.
And the filet mignon, so good. Very, very tasty. And I highly recommend the Louisiana lemonade. I had that in the mint julep, and I think this one was the winner. So.
Yeah, I also had the ribeye. Very, very good. Better than I expected. So the shrimp was good. I also agree on the lemonade. Very good. What else? There's nothing bad that I've had tonight. The appetizer was great. The gumbo. So.
They also brought us each out our own tray of bread with like 4 rolls each, and it had salted butter on top, like with sea salt, and also strawberry jam or preserves, and it was really good, and kind of a rosemary bread, so it was good. We are diving into dessert. I got the chocolate decadent tart with Mickey on it. So I think there might be some sort of mousse inside the little mountain behind it, but it's a chocolate tart. And
You can see inside here. I dove in so you can see all the layers.
So funny.
yeah, it looks delicious.
Nah, that was like an hour.
And my brother-in-law got the creme brulee.
So far, so good.
Good. And we also got a sorbet too. So anyway, table looking a little messy, but we had lots of good food. and the Blue Bayou Premium Package offers the most center view of the show. No matter which restaurant you go to, on your viewing area voucher, you'll find all the details. But here's the gist. You'll head towards Harbor Galley. Cast members will divide you into 3 lines, one for each restaurant. When the viewing area opens, they'll escort each group down, collect your voucher, and you'll be able to pick a spot on the ground. I recommend bringing a blanket or jacket to sit on because the cobblestones can be a little bit uncomfortable if you're directly on them. Cast members will encourage guests to move to the front of the viewing area, but there is space in the back for wheelchairs, ECVs, and when we were there, they did allow guests who were struggling to sit stand along the back of the viewing area. Both times we did the dining package, we saw the second show, and for the second show we still got great seats getting in line over by the Harbor Galley just after the fireworks ended. For the first showing, if you want to guarantee that you are at the very front, I'd recommend being near the Harbor Galley around 7:45 so you can be among the first to line up at 8 p.m. Reservations are required for all dining packages, so let's go over how to secure the correct ones. Reservations typically open up 60 days in advance, though Disneyland sometimes releases extra slots closer to the show date. It's important to book directly from the Fantasmic Dining Package section of the app or website. You can't just reserve a regular meal at Blue Bayou or Riverbell Terrace and expect to get the Fantasmic Dining Package. Once you select the date and number of guests, you'll see what's available. For example, the Blue Bayou packages may be sold out, but reservations for the first or second show at the other restaurants might still be open. My personal thought on the 4 dining plan options. I think the Rancho Del Zocalo meal is a great deal at the current price. So if you want a guaranteed good spot for the show, I think that is a great option. And menu-wise, while I had enjoyed Riverbell Terrace, after having the dinner at Blue Bayou, I would rather put my money towards the Blue Bayou meal. It was so delicious. And I personally do like sitting closer to the show, so I don't think I personally would love the terrace seating at the Riverbell Terrace. But I haven't done that, so who knows, maybe sitting at the table would be a big bonus. While these dining packages are a fun way to watch Fantasmic, they can get expensive, especially for larger groups. My top tip for seeing the show without a package is to be near the Rivers of America as the first Fantasmic show ends. About 5 minutes after the show, fireworks begin, and guests are encouraged to stay because Disneyland pipes in the music, projects images on the water, and uses fountains to enhance the firework experience. After the fireworks, the viewing area starts to clear out. That's when you can swoop in and grab a spot for the second show. This strategy will save you a lot of time since the second show starts about 45 minutes after the fireworks. Waiting for the first show can take up to 2 hours, and if you're not near the front, the view can be obstructed. That's why I always recommend slipping in right after the fireworks finish. If you've experienced any of the Fantasmic dining packages, I would love to hear about your experience in the comments below. What did you think of the food? How did you like the view? I'd love to hear it all. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give a like. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing because my hope is always to make your next Disney adventure a little bit more magical with tips and tricks, food reviews, and news.